What's up? It's Neeks, and this is my I don't know what to say during an intro technique. Recently, while I was producing my series that goes backwards in the timeline and rewinds the media reports, I noticed something that I hadn't noticed before, and why don't I just shut up and show you?
Yeah, because Bella was going to start kindergarten next Monday, and they were just getting ready to start back again.
Skirt. Wait, hold up. What? That Monday after the Monday? So now my beef is up from 1 to 2 with regard to the sermon on the porch. Number 1, why is it called the sermon from the porch? Most of the interview took place in front of the garage and the driveway, so shouldn't it be called the driveway sermon? It seemed that Nicole was fully aware that it was daycare and not school. Listen to this.
I don't remember at what point I could look at my phone, but I did call Chris and said, I was like, Chris, I'm worried about Shanann. She's not at home, or I said her car's here, but she's not at home, and, do you know where she's at? Like, it's not, I haven't heard from her this morning. He then told me that she did not take the girls to daycare and they were going on a play date. And then I turned around and I was like, well, if they went on a play date, why doesn't she have her car?
Another little strangeness that this thing sort of makes sense out of is that Chris had called the school and asked if they were there while simultaneously reporting that they wouldn't be coming to the upcoming school year. But when we noted that, of course, it's daycare, it makes a little bit more sense. So if you're pretending that you don't know where your wife and your kids are, it makes a little more sense to ask, hey, did she show up to bring them to daycare? I like to look outside of my own biases, and as someone who has spent a lot of time in criminal defense, usually my go-to is they probably just flat out lied about the facts in the discovery. But if I'm getting them benefit of doubt, maybe yet again, Lang, the director of the school, stated that the girls were supposed to be coming back on the date that was planned by Shanann whenever she got back from North Carolina, and maybe the date was just inferred rather than actually communicated by the director, Lang. It was definitely a part of the Agent Tammy Lee interview, and she asked him to distinguish this fact.
I'm sorry, do your kids go to preschool or daycare?
Primrose.
Is that a preschool or a daycare?
It's a little bit of both depending on your age. Because
Okay.
they have up to 6 months.
Okay, so what are your kids considered?
It,
In the preschool or in the...
Early, Celeste is early preschool 1. Early preschool 1. And Bella is pre-K 1.
So is it like you can drop your kids off before school starts, and then we'll
Oh, yeah.
have a daycare and then you
Oh yeah,
you
you go into they'll have a room sometimes they'll only have a few teachers there at 6:30 in the morning type thing.
Oh, okay, you're right, and they combine most of the classes and stuff because
Mhm.
there's not that many kids there. So where is this Primrose at? Is that in
Erie.
In Erie.
Yeah.
Okay. Is there only one there in Erie?
Yeah, I mean Primrose is a chain of the school, but
Right.
there's another one in Thornton or something like that.
So there's only one in Erie.
Yeah, it was a short work day that day, so that's why they couldn't go.
That's what I was wondering. I'm like, so Friday they would normally go?
Mhm.
Okay.
They would normally go. That's why I took that day off because
You didn't have any daycare.
because she was leaving so early and whatnot. But yeah, we just played around that day and we took a couple different places and.
And do the kids go 5 days a week there? Or how often do they go to?
5 days a week.
5 days a week. And what is the normal time that they go from 8 to 10?
Depending on when they kind of wake up and get ready, usually 7:30, 4.
7:30 to 4?
Yeah, somewhere around there.
And is this because Shanann is doing her Thrive stuff and you're at work at the oil field?
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
Yeah, it's when they're at school, she can really concentrate
sure.
on all that stuff right now.
Does she pretty much work from home?
Oh yeah, she can work from anywhere.
But does she normally work from a computer at home, or is she?
She just works from her phone. She uses a computer, but she uses her phone mostly.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, I mean, you can do anything from those things.
It's crazy.
So there you have it. If it wouldn't have been for a teacher workday, they would have went back to school that Friday. This little tidbit kind of is a marker for daycare as well, since I've never seen a private school that allows you to pay per week. Shanann's dad also mentioned the girls going back to school that day.
So, nothing. And then she called Chris, told Chris that you better call the hospitals or something because Shannon's not answering her phone and she's supposed to take Bella to kindergarten. And when Shannon was here, she was just so excited to take her because I said, why don't you take her to the new school you guys just had built up the street? She said, no, Dad, because then if she does that, then she's got to go to pre-K again. I want her to start kindergarten right now.
This could be just general confusion. I mean, they are grandparents that don't live in the same state one Monday to the next Monday. Who knows? Obviously, Shanann's dad had tried to talk some sense into her with regard to taking the kids to a public school instead of a private school and that being able to help out their financial situation. Shanann had communicated on several different occasions that school was a break for her. And, you know, maybe she was just discussing being excited about taking the girls back to daycare. And that was the general confusion maybe on her dad's part. Elementary school was 2 minutes down the street. Shanann had posted excited about it, and it was June 5th, 2017. Bella and Celeste Future Elementary School in our neighborhood. No car line for this mama, 1/8 of a mile from our front door. I certainly don't blame her for that because once we lived really close to the school and it is certainly glorious to not wait in the car lines. After looking into the school, it does appear that they had free pre-K for 3 and 4-year-olds, and I've never lived at a place where they had 3K before, so this seems like they really lucked out getting this school built so close to them. It appears that Shanann's reasoning for not wanting them to go there was that Bella would have to repeat 4K, and Bella had gotten ahead during the summertime of 2017, so she was actually ahead of schedule for her pre-K education. Now, curiously enough, I was not able to actually confirm on the Primrose of Erie Facebook page the start date of that year, but I was able to confirm that the 20th was the start date for Denver Public Schools. Obviously, public school calendars for each year are very easy to find, but curiously, the Primrose of Erie School, I was able to find a similar post to the start year, which was the end of year post. And I was able to find the beginning of the year post for each and every other year save for 2018. As you'll see here in a minute, closer toward the date of the crime, it was easier to confirm via the Primrose Facebook page, but I was able to find this post from Primrose, which stated that school uniforms would commence for pre-K and kindergartners on the beginning of the school year on the 20th. Well, it doesn't exactly explicitly say that that was the first day of the year, but one could assume as much. It'd be kind of odd to allow the students to have 1 week no uniforms and second week of school start uniform. Although law enforcement conveyed that same 8/13 start date in Cassie's section of the report, her testimony claimed that Shanann was excited for them to go back and had picked out an outfit already, which would negate that it was the first day of school, since the first day of school would have started uniforms for Bella and she wouldn't have had to pick out an outfit. Bella started pre-K the summer of 2017, and Shanann had indicated to her Facebook audience that she was excited that she would be able to dress Bella in her uniform, and therefore she wouldn't have to fight her about what outfit Bella wanted to wear. So, as promised, I think that it was easier to figure this out closer to the crimes. So this person on Reddit said, first day of school was not that Monday. Hello all. Just wanted to post for clarification. I did some digging. Wasn't that hard. I just searched the school dates for Primrose schools in Colorado. Not really posted on their website, but it is listed on Facebook pages. It really looks like Bella's first day of school would have been the 20th. That was the start date for Primrose schools according to their Facebook page. I saw not one confirmation it was the 13th, but several that it was the 20th. You can find this on Primrose School's Facebook pages. This means the Monday of their death was not the first day of school for them. It also negates some of the speculation regarding why Chris would have gone to the site when he promised Shanann to be there for the first day of school. As always, if someone has better contradicting information or facts, please let me know. I'm open to being proven wrong. And then it is edited to add, just because the first day of school was not the 20th does not mean that Watts is not a monster killer. It just clears up some of the questions and maybe adds more. And that's all I'm trying to say.